Hey everybody, this is Mark the Game Shark here with another game pickups video. This time around we got a ton of Evercade stuff to go over. I think it's like the craziest Evercade pickup ever. So, as I may have mentioned during my Too Many Games pickups that I ended up selling my one of my extra NES top loaders to my friend Russ Lyman, and with that money I finally got the system, so I'm super excited I can finally enjoy the Evercade, because I think I've been collecting for it for like the past 3 months now, just gathering the games, but now I can actually play the games. So before I get into that, we'll start off with this one. We got which I didn't even know, I totally forgot I ordered, and it was like, oh, this game's shipping. I'm like, what? When did I order that? And that game is Wild Guns. Oops, sorry for the glare. On the Super Nintendo from Strictly Limited Games. And I apologize if you hear like whooshing sound. I have the air conditioner on like full blast. We're in like a heat advisory, and it's like so hot. I mean, so that's why I'm filming here, because it's way too hot in the game room to even film. I'm just like, it's fine when I have the fan on, but I think that fan would be annoying than whatever background this camera's picking up right now. And it also came with a card, which I put in protective case. And yeah, so I kind of like what like Strictly Limited and Limited Run Games does with like older re-releasing like old games. I mean, I don't know, I guess it would be considered a re-release rather than a repro, because I think they do get the licensing for this. I'm just gonna stop showing it so it's glaring the damn camera. But yeah, because I'd rather pay like what I paid for that, which I don't even remember, it's been forever, but rather than try and get that brand new in the original form, like that would be like thousands and thousands of dollars. And especially like it makes sense with like the older like style, like older, like I mean like all the expensive games, but games that are like common, like I don't know, I feel like it's just like a waste, even though there's crazy people out there that'll buy it. But I mean, for rare stuff I understand, but for the common stuff, like really, no one who wants to buy that. They can buy the game probably even cheaper on eBay and have the original copy rather than like a re-release or whatever. I don't know, whatever it would be considered as. Next up, we got some Evercade stuff. We got here. We got the last. Was it? Shit, what the hell's the name? They discontinued. God, I can't think tonight. Last discontinued game I needed for the Evercade, and that's Technos 1 Collection. And this was the US version. I got this from Songbird. They gave me a sticker and another like ad thing they gave me. But I was looking on the side and noticed it was like open. I'm like, oh, what the heck? So I did some further investigation, and I don't know if that's going to show on camera, but you'll see 2 things of tape right there. There's one piece and there's another piece up here. I'm like, what the hell? So I guess, I don't know, probably when it was in the box, it probably got ripped. It looks like the actual plastic itself is good. It's just the cellophane is ripped. But I don't know. I was thinking of initially being crazy and buying like everything Evercade, like both the US and PEGI versions of the variants of the games. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all the US that I can. I think I did research yesterday, and apparently, from what I've gathered, only the Namco Museum 1 and 2 are the only strictly PEGI releases. Everything else is either PEGI or non-PEGI, which is the US variant or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. Just the actual cover art is changed. Everything on the inside is exactly the same, and nothing changes on the inside. Even the card's the same. So I think what I might do is with the two discontinued games, I'll probably go out and get the UK variant as well, just to have like a variant of some sorts. So I'll probably open this up since it's already ripped, and then when I get the Peggy version of this game, I'll just keep that sealed or whatever. So there's that. Next up, we got apparently Castlemania did a sale, which from what you remember from last time, I got both Link's Collection 1 and 2. I think it was like for like $30 or I think $35. I can't remember. But yeah, they even have another sale, and now their games are $10. Even Link's Collections 1 and 2. I'm like, oh man. So I was looking at what they have, and it's funny. They have like the games individually, and then they have like bundles. But the games individually are like $10, but then the bundle's like $30. I'm like, what the hell? That doesn't sound right. You're better off buying them individually than in that bundle. You would think it would be like $18 or something to give you like a bundle deal, but I don't know. So what I ended up doing is I went on their eBay page, and I ended up getting these both $10. We got Worms Collection 1, and then we also got Pico Collection 1, or 2 rather, Pico Collection 2. And I got these for $10 each with free shipping. So super stoked to have that. I think if I went on the website and got these, I would have to pay for shipping, which would have probably been like $8 or whatever. So, and they gave me 2 stickers, Castlemania games. So super excited about that. And then, moment you've all been waiting for, we finally got both consoles. So we got the Evercade handheld, and I had to go with the premium pack because it comes with the 3 games. Like, how can you go wrong? So we got Data East, Atari, and Interplay. I'll show them in a second. Right now the system's charging, but one thing I noticed when I was looking for the it doesn't come with a charger, but it has the plug. And I looked in the manual because I want to make sure I get the right charger. I want to get like the wrong one and then end up like burning out like a chip on the board or messing it up. So it said like half an amp, 5 volts. I'm like, where the hell am I going to find a USB charger that's half an amp? So, and it didn't give me a range. Like, at least with the VS, it tells you like you can go from 1 amp to 3.25 amp at 5 volts. So at least it didn't even give me a range in the manual, which I thought was weird. So I did some digging online, and it is the same as the VS. It does give you a range. So I ended up picking up, I mean, I have a bunch of these, but here's a 1 amp, 5 volt USB charger that I'm going to use for the Evercade handheld. And then we got the big boy. We got the Evercade VS, the premium pack. Like, you gotta go with the premium pack. It's so much value for what you get. You get 2 controllers and 2 games. Like, how can you go wrong? Like, that's a hell of a deal. So I'm super stoked to have this. Like, I was up till like 2 in the morning last night playing it. I finally hooked it up. Like, I was surprised. I honestly was surprised that I was able to find a place in the game room to hook it up. I'm like, what the hell? I thought I was gonna have to disconnect the PlayStation Classic because I was like, oh, maybe I'll put it there, but it was kind of a little too big to where it was, and I have it like right next on the corner. I'll probably put a picture here of it. I have it right on the corner of where the TV is, and it's perfect there because the cables for the controller are super long, so you don't have to worry about like tripping or anything. And here's the games we got in the premium packs. Like I mentioned, we got Atari Collection 1, we got Interplay Collection 1, and we got the Data East Collection 1. And then for the VS, We got Data East Collection 1. And we got Technos Arcade Collection 1. I have no idea why the Technos for the console version is discontinued. Like, I understand why the Oliver Twins one was, because I think that was apparently a charity event from what I read online. And then the Namco Museums, I think it was because it's just licensed for the handheld. So I think that's why they discontinued those two as well. But I don't know why they did the Technos. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. And then lastly, I ended up stopping by Nick's when I got back from vacation, and I was looking at my want list, and he had a couple games I wanted. So I just blurted this game out. I was like, yeah, I have this game. And a lot of these I end up getting because I watch when I watch YouTubers pick up videos. There's a game that seems interesting. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna check that out. So I'll add it to like my want list or wish list, whatever. Want list, wish list, same thing. And this time we got in Sector X on the Sega Genesis. This is a hidden gem. Like, I've never ever heard of this game, and it's like you're an insect, and it's like a shooter game. It's pretty fun, except when I was playing, like, you get powered up in the beginning, but if you die, I found it kind of difficult to like get your power-ups back without getting your ass handed to you. But although I probably had to spend more time with it, but it was pretty fun for what I played. Next up we have, I can't believe don't have this in the collection, and that is The Legend of Kage on the NES. Now, the reason I picked this up, which I ended up finding out, this is actually the prequel to Demon Sword, and Demon Sword is like one of my favorite games on the NES. It's definitely a hidden gem. I don't hear anyone talking about Demon Sword, and this game is pretty fun. It's not the same as Demon Sword. It's kind of similar mechanics, but it's pretty interesting from what I've played. Definitely look forward to checking more of that game out. And then, like the past, I don't know, 6 months, it seemed like every YouTuber and their mother has picked this game up, and I was like, oh man, I would like to get this. And I looked for it when I was at Too Many Games, but I surprisingly didn't see many, or I think the ones I saw were just overpriced, and I didn't feel like paying that much for it. But that game is Super Dodgeball on the NES, and Nick ended up having like 3 copies, so I ended up picking up the nicer of the 3. So yeah, super stoked to finally have Super Dodgeball in the collection. From what I played, it seems like a pretty interesting game. I gotta look up gameplay video to actually see how you play it, because when I was playing, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. So the game just like kept on going and going, like no one was winning. It was just like going and going and going. I was like, wait, what the hell? Like, I feel like I keep getting these guys tagged out and they can't come back. So I don't understand that part of the game, but I have to look it up and figure it out. But when I played, I enjoyed it. And then he ended up having these games. He normally doesn't get 5,200 games in. I guess he said he got it by accident. And he's like, yeah, I forgot to bring the other one. The other one's a duplicate. It was Frogger. And that game works. I already tested it. So I got the games I didn't have were Super Breakout and James Bond 007, which apparently this is a pretty expensive title. So for all 3 games, he's like, yeah, just give me $10. And I mean, he didn't even bother clean them or test them. He's like, I'll just give $10. So I took them home, cleaned them, and they work. Unfortunately, one of my other games, because it's been a while since I hooked up my 5,200. One of my other games was like, apparently it was like rusted to death. And that game I had to just throw out. Oh well. At least I got one new game in the collection. So yeah, that is it, guys. Sorry if you hear that any noise in the background, because I have the, like I mentioned, I have the air conditioner on full blast. It's like, this heat is ridiculous. So, yeah, guys, let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you guys have been picking up. And until next time, this is Mark the Game Shark signing out. Have a good day.